Welcome back to another typical PNW Guy YouTube video. As you can see, I'm outside again, and it's going to be a little bit of a different video. I'm not going to actually show anything gun related, but it will be all about that. Uh, as you can probably see by the title and the thumbnail, we are talking about Polymer80 and kind of big news. So they started in, I think, mid 2013, and they really honestly stopped doing anything the end of July. But the last 4 or 5 days, a lot of people have noticed that their website has just been completely gone, and most of their links to or from their social media pages are dead also. um, which is just crazy because they've been obviously around, a decade, and they've always been such a good proponent of kind of that loophole category with the 80% firearm stuff. Now, depending on who you talk to, they're either an amazing company or a company that was amazing. And I feel like they were in the latter category. They were amazing. Um, about, I think it was like 2 years ago, the owner died or something like that, and it changed hands, and then it changed hands again, and it went downhill from there. And what ended up happening was all the people that cared about the firearm industry and cared about our rights ended up disappearing from that company. So that is why at the beginning you saw them fighting the legal battles, and then they just stopped. They were still tied to it, they were still having to fund it, all that stuff, but they were just there. They weren't actually trying to fight, they were just trying to get done and over and out, pretty much trying to not bleed money, which totally understandable. But if you are a gun company and you say you're, you know, for the people, you should act like it. And it really makes me appreciate a lot of the companies that you see at like GunCon, and then the Goals convention that just happened. Was it last week? Uh, like Samson Manufacturing, you got Brownells, you got so many companies, JMac Customs, Midwest Industries, so many people that they are actual gun people that make gun products. They're not just a gun company that makes gun products and don't care about you or if the Second Amendment disappears. They, truly are invested. And that's what Polymer80 was at first. And I think that is why they blew up so big. And that is honestly what caught the attention of the ATF and the government, is because they were so big and they were selling so many items, which fantastic. But they gave up. And unfortunately, and I'm in some Facebook groups, and I've been watching it, like Polymer80, they've sold stuff and then they never delivered it. They literally, like, it'll be ready in 30 days to ship out. You can pre-order now. People pre-ordered with the sales and never got their stuff. Now they will never get it, and they're just gone. So what does that lead us to? Well, you see bunch of other companies, so unserialized frames and serialized frames are coming out. Some are trying to come out that you kind of have to do stuff like Polymer80 did, where you have to finish it, but 99% of the frames that are coming out are just pre-done, aftermarket, serialized frames, which cool. That gives you options as far as like grip styles, grip textures, colorways, all that stuff. But that's not the fun of it. The fun of it is building it. You finished that lower yourself, then you built the lower, then you did the slide and everything, and then you take it out shooting for the first time, and you just really, you're totally invested in it. Just like, in 80% AR-15, or, you go build a 1022. It's, yes, you can buy it, but that's not the fun part. The fun part is learning about it, the doing it, the buying each and every little detail, uh, part that you want. Do you want this gold, or this engraved, or this polished aluminum? Do you want a ported barrel and slide, or do you want night sights? Just all the little stuff you used to be able to do. And we honestly have to thank Polymer80 for kicking a lot of that off, and for making the Gen 3 Glock industry just ginormous. So is it sad? Yes. But they did so much good at the beginning that I think that that'll never go away. Now, with that all said, and I'm going back to a point that I already mentioned, be sure to give and support with your money companies that are actually invested in the Second Amendment. That is one reason why I've partnered with Brownells for so many years, and it's why I buy from certain companies. Is because they're not just a gun company. They are there for the people. And just go to a convention, and I'm going to say this and offend people, but I do not like the NRA, and I do not like SHOT Show with the NSSF. Both groups don't care about us people, and they tend to bring in companies that are there just to advertise and to push product. So my two are the Goals and GunCon. Those two groups are true gun people. They bring in true gun people that just happen to make or sell firearm parts or whole guns. So, as always, I'll catch you next time, and go support someone that supports you. Peace.